Creativity is an addiction. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally Uncut because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged.
Hey, it's Arroe, and this is Vocal Frag, an opportunity for you to learn how to get to know yourself, which is very difficult for a lot of people because there are many times that you look at yourself in the mirror and you do not like what you see, which is the reason why you buy so many clothes, which is the reason why you do things to your hair. You know, you get a new toothbrush because you think it's going to make your teeth whiter. Making yourself better. You know what it starts with? Asking questions and then questioning answers. I happen to call it defragging. I really do. I do a journalized defrag where I ask the questions and I have to physically answer those questions. And then here comes that interviewer again with more questions. And yeah, it'll put you in spots where if you don't answer and you decide to walk away, what did you learn? How to quit, man. How to quit. That's what you learned. So vocal defragging, we take what I call a transition walk. We all go through transitions. We all go through mindsets and mood swings, but we don't study them. The reason why is because we don't like that image in the mirror. It's just a little bit deeper into the soul. But these transitions give us an opportunity to learn where we are, why we are, who we are, and where are we growing. How can we get there a little bit smoother than what we did yesterday? Asking the questions, questioning the answers. This is Vocal Defrag. I'm a little, I don't know. That's how I feel right now. I don't know. A little I don't know on the subject. I was in my defrag journal. I questioned myself about, am I really getting anything out of watching church every Sunday morning? And the answer that the writer self in me gave was, don't be a doubter trying to gain access to followers. Don't be a doubter trying to gain access to followers. We all know people like that. We all suffer from situations like that. We want supporters during our moments of doubt. During those times where we're angry, we want supporters. We want people to be on our side. Even when we're happy, we want to share it. And boy, do we ever do it on social media. But don't be a doubter trying to find followers. Get out of that mode. Yeah, really? How? Yeah, come on. Easier said than done, right? Yeah, it is easier said than done because I live a life of one rule. It wasn't planted by me. It's what I learned as a martial artist. Winning is a choice. You know, you find different ways to feel that choice because you make yourself aware of where those choices are found. Holly Furtick today from Elevation Church, she said something. Be strong and get the job done. What the hell? Be strong and get the job done? Yeah, those moments when you're at work and you look at that clock, you've only been there 30 minutes and you're ready to go home, but you know you can't. Somehow, some way, you get through it. Yeah, you became strong and you got the job done. But during that walk, what did you do? How many times did you doubt? And then you were searching for followers. I think one of the biggest challenges that I have with my wife of 31 years is the fact that she's not on my side about 80% of the time. She does not agree with what I am doubting, what I'm fearing, what I'm shameful of. She's not on my team. And there have been many times that I've looked at her and said, come on, man, you got to support me on this one. But she's always got a different point of direction, a different view of the path as to what would the receiver be getting out of what you're trying to deliver. Yeah, you can doubt all day, but don't go out there and try to find your followers. How do you change that? It's a choice. It's an opportunity to be strong and get the job done. It's really a decision that has to be done by the maker of the doubt. And that maker is you. Now, why are you doubting? There's the question. There's the question right there. Why are you in a day of doubt? What happened before you started feeling doubt? It doesn't just happen. Things lead up to that moment of doubt. Question it. Figure out, if I wasn't doubting this right now, where would I be? If I was just positive for a split second, how would I be? Make the effort. Be strong. Get the job done. Get to know who you are by building your own place on the path. I just happen to write daily. It's something I've been doing since July of 1994, not because I sat down one day and I said, hey, I think I'm going to write. No, I was doing the artist way with Julia Cameron, which to this day is still a major part of my discipline. I not only go into those books, but I study her books over and over again. And when she gets a new one, where am I at? Even though much of it is the same old stuff, she puts it in a way that makes it fresh and new. So that has become my journey, to be able to take her experiences, plant them inside my field. From my field, it reaches you. I will always credit her for being that strong, to be able to see her readers, not just in 1994, but in 2023 and beyond, to know that there are people that she is reaching. Be strong and get the job done. That is no different than saying, hey, look, winning is a choice. Other people's quotes give you the opportunity to touch the fuel, to use it in a way that affects not only you, but it brings light to others. And so many times people say, I'm an introvert. I love it when people tell me that. They're an introvert. Oh, my God. If I were a medicine man, you'd be the first person that I would get in my circle, because introverts have inner core energy. They've got that style of thought that's about taking chances. They may not look like they want to do the job, but boy, they've got something in them that hasn't been spoiled by other people, because other people will always try to turn you around. How do we change our days of doubt and stop trying to get people to follow us? Winning is a choice. Be strong and get the job done. Do a daily journal. You don't have to sit there and try to pretend that you know yourself, because like I said, I've been doing this for 29 years and I am nowhere near any point in my life where I can say, yeah, I know me. Because in that moment that I brag a little bit about me, about, oh yeah, it's because of this and this and this that I'm able to do this and this and this, it's going to change swiftly. Because if you have a cleared heart, that gives the universe an opportunity to give you a new challenge. Because it doesn't want you to get bored. It doesn't want you to sit there and think you've got everything and now you can just sit back and watch life happen. You got to work life. You've got to make sure that you get in there, get your hands dirty, stain your fingernails, look ugly in that mirror, and then laugh about it because you know you got something done today. We're doing the Swedish death cleaning, where you throw away everything that has no value to anybody else. And what's interesting about this Swedish death cleaning is that we're at that point where we're getting to the emotional stuff, the stuff that has a connection to our souls. And so we sit there and we decide, how can we just get rid of it and take it to a dump where people will never see it again? So one of the things that we're doing is we are giving it to Goodwill. We are donating it. We're recycling it, because to give it a second opportunity in life, just because we haven't been using it for the past umpteen million years doesn't mean it still doesn't have value in other people's lives beyond your family. So it's a lesson in life, and it's part of the chapters that are expected when you do this thing called the Swedish death cleaning. But do you have moments where there's doubt? Do you have those times where you're trying to find somebody to feel sorry with you? Of course you do. But you can't live there. Identify the monster and walk away. Pick yourself up and find your glory. Oh, that was very Christian churchy, wasn't it? Find your glory. Can you even define that word glory? What does that even mean in this generation that we're presently living in? Is it a new smartphone? Is that your glory? What's your victory? Where do you find that place where you just go, yeah, baby, I got it. I did it. I dedicated my life to it. I have a very good friend who feels the world of Hollywood owes him a favor. And I looked at him when he said that. He goes, do you know how much time I have put into making sure that I review every movie that I'm given the opportunity to do? And I'm thinking to myself, dude, you've only been doing this for 3 or 4 years, and you're telling me that you've dedicated a lot of your time to it? I get it. But that's just a mustard seed to a business like Hollywood. You know, there are people that have been writing and reviewing movies for 35 and 40 years that are still only pulling in 15, 20 followers. I asked him about that. I said, what are your numbers, your analytics when it comes to your website? Oh, I don't do that. I don't pay attention to that. I don't have time. You don't have time, but yet you want people to follow you. You are a doubter that wants followers, but you're not doing the work to get the followers. See, that's the thing, man. Everything is about analytics. Analytics. I recently read an article about an actress that didn't get a job for a major motion picture. The reason why is because her internet followers were in low numbers. The writers and the directors, the producers, and the Hollywood movie company making the financial effort to make this movie possible looked at her numbers and said, ain't gonna work for us. She might be a brilliant actress, but it's not happening. We need those numbers in order for people to see this movie. So, if you're going to do a day of doubt and you're searching for followers, keep your numbers. Be a doubter all the time. I'm going to be honest with you about something, okay? The number one reason why I listen to the Mark Maron podcast has nothing to do with his famous people interviews. In fact, when he goes into his famous people interviews, I check out. What I'm listening for is his anger, his doubts, his fears. Those moments where he's like, you're really just complaining about everything. Because what I get out of it as a listener is that I'm not alone. See, the moods and the mindsets that he puts us in the opening monologue of his podcast has created a follower out of me. So I think I might know something when I say, don't be a doubter searching for followers. If you're truly looking for better times, a greater day, winning is a choice. And you know what? Being here was a choice too. Out here on this transition walk. If you think I enjoy it, it's hot, man. It's hot. But my dog is loving it. She's just having the time of her life. Out here smelling everything, pooping all over everything, while I'm listening to the atmosphere of now. Asking questions, questioning answers. It's called defragging. I do it vocally, and I do it inside a journal. I just want to invite you to ask that person in the mirror, do you like me? And if they say yes or no, ask the next question. What do you want to do today? I'm Arroe.